Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back once again. I'm Titan's Creative Project Phoenix Productions and we're here to continue with more stories The Path of Destinies. Last time we got the Iblis Stone, time before that we found out that our good friend Lupino was a traitor. What story will we follow this time?
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Or so a scholar in the mountains had told him. Surely the weapon that banished the lost gods could defeat the Emperor. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis Stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lupino needed rescuing. Of course, Reynardo had a pretty strong suspicion that Lupino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Reynardo really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
So we clearly know which way we're going to go. We're going to take the only story choice we haven't.
Every child knew about the Sky Ripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces. What could have brought them to light? This Emperor, Isengrim III, had once been kind. But he'd gone mad. And now he was conducting secret, obscene rituals to bring back the lost gods. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the earth? It was more than Reynardo could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it.
So yeah, we've got a fair bit to do. We've still got two truths to find. This will be one of them.
As he set foot on the island, Reynardo couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lupino still waiting to be rescued? No. He was probably drinking champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne? Did rabbits? Reynardo felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? Reynardo never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it?
So it's nice to know that if you have found out a truth, that the story does change. You'll notice small little things. Ooh. I've got stuff. Can I get the arcane sword though? Yes, I can.
This sword from the mystical east could make time itself slow for you.
That's pretty cool. Oh, have I still got stuff I can upgrade sword-wise? Yes, I do. Super cool. So we've got something that we can regen health with now, which is even better, but we're going to stay with Frost because it's overpowered. Ooh. Nearly got myself killed there. Ooh, that's close.
When I build my castle, thought Reynardo, all my gates are going to open with buttons, and all the levers will drop rocks at your head.
Come on, turn around so I can stab you. I want to go in this door. Since we now have every key for the locks. I don't like this. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna die if I'm not careful.
Is that your shield?
That was bad.
That had been his mistake before, thinking he could win a battle of wills with an ancient evil all by himself. He had to be cleverer than that, or braver, or something.
Interesting. The truth behind the Sky Ripper is shrouded in a thick fog. The most believable tale is that the Transcendent Emperor had used the Sky Ripper to banish Iblis. The Transcendent Emperor buried the weapon and vanished. Was it a self-imposed exile to rid the world of his last divine presence, or was it the price to pay for using such a tremendous power? Could the Sky Ripper and Iblis have a deeper connection than just a weapon and its victim? My rituals will summon the Iblis Stone. Perhaps I should worry that they will also cause the Sky Ripper to resurface. If that is the case, I should spare no resources to find it. A weapon that can banish a god is invaluable. This is an invaluable bargaining chip should the old ones decide to double-cross me. It is in their nature to try, but gods are predictable, and I can always rely on that to always be one step ahead. I think we've read that before.
That
I can't
is
remember.
a very cool sword, thought Reynardo. No, seriously. He couldn't feel his paw anymore.
I can't remember if this is the way we've been. I think we can go this way anyway. So I'm just going to go take some free. Free materials. Hopefully this will get us another gem or something silly like that.
When he was still a thief, Reynardo had always been attracted to the women with the biggest chests.
Wait, what?
No, that's not what I meant. To rob. I mean.
Ow, that hurt.
Think of all the artisans he was creating employment for. Truly, he was a job creator.
True. Another gem. Gem's good. No, I've literally just been this way, haven't I? Isn't there another door down here? Oh god.
No one could beat Reynardo at hot potato.
Oh, that was cool. Apparently there is no other way to go. Guess we're going this way then.
Didn't your mother tell you it's rude to stare? Snapped Reynardo, a little smug.
Ooh, that looks slightly deadly. I'm glad I got out of there. Easily enough done. Oh, the puzzle.
Ah, a puzzle. Reynardo
go
loves
this way.
puzzles. Except when he couldn't figure them out.
There you
On the other
We
hand,
haven't
if
been
there
this
was
way.
a puzzle, it was probably meant to keep people away from something good.
I think we're spending more time investigating. another red chest though. Thank you.
Boy, someone has spent a lot of money for a graduation present.
Let's try and get some health back, I guess. Better than nothing. Skips the puzzle entirely. Ooh. Didn't realise we had level ups. Oh, we're definitely taking more health. And there is the Sky
There
Ripper.
it was. Sky Ripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Sky Ripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now... that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
Okay, so let's go get the core.
It was a no-brainer. He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the armature was useless by itself, only a series of coils and wheels. War demanded sacrifices. And he would make more before the end. He would have to choose the greatest good no matter how much it cost him. Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over. He was sure of that. The power was in the core. Obviously, he had to get the core.
It's all about the core. A core's choice. A core's power. I wonder what's going to happen.
He looked up at the old trees around him. They were so big and so old. They'd been there before he was born, and they'd be there after he'd passed into legend. Was he confronting his own unimportance? What had got into him? He was no philosopher. Anyway, who cared? He was plenty important. He was a hero, and soon he'd prove it.
Oh, I've got gems. Gems. Alright, so automatically increases the gem level. That's pretty cool. And we're just going to keep the rest as it is. I'm almost tempted to see what's up, although that's literally the point of no return, so...
Sorry, mustache, thought Reynardo.
Let's see. No, workbench there anyway. Could counter 2. I feel uber strong for some reason. Except that I've just got a level up, but there we go. Ooh,
There was
good.
something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time. You almost never saw wild gogglers together like this. The toads had to train them not to peck each other to death.
Oh, this
These
is nice.
had to be imperial gogglers. That meant ravens were up ahead. Toad looked down, he thought. There were fewer and fewer
Little
trees.
bit tricky.
There were only these huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before? He no longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest, the mice and rabbits. Where had they gone? And he was getting hungry too. This was an unhealthy place to be.
Come over here.
Get over here. I don't know how I managed to perfect that. I should have got punched in the nose. Ooh, treasure hunter. Whatever that does. No, it doesn't seem like it. What odd building. It's an odd island. I've not seen anything like it yet.
Of
Ew.
course there was a puzzle. You couldn't expect the transcendent emperor to bury a god's eye in a leather sack where anyone could pick it up.
Ow, 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 that hurt. What's this? Sword energy, more stamina. Let's get
Haven't you
this. I think we need more
always wanted
time.
to do that?
Yeah, I think we need more time to react. This stuff's really starting to hurt. Speaking of. I think I got hit or I lost the combo. No, I just lost the combo. There we go.
The 20-sided core made him feel physically sick. Once he had sneaked into a temple of the dark art, and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there. This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature. The wheels began to spin, then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war apparatus. Maybe Lapino wasn't such a good friend. Yeah, that made him feel better. He carried his prize back to the Farfarer. Now, he had to make his next move. There was a key Imperial outpost on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of super weapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle. But maybe he should show it to some scientists first. There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
Okay, so the Skyripper was complete. The super weapon could put an end to the Emperor's madness. Had Reynardo assembled it correctly, would it work at the critical moment? The scientists on the Nexus would surely give answers. But would it work at the critical moment? Maybe it needed field testing, and the Imperial outpost on the Nexus was the perfect target. Let's go.
Reynardo had never been much of a student. At Swordfu School, he'd never read the books, just looked at the pictures. And Zenobia. But weapons he understood. His gut told him that the Skyripper would work great. He would use it to take out the Imperial outpost. And what's the worst that could happen? The thing wouldn't work, and then he'd take it to the scientists. Right? Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, we will continue the adventure next time in the stories of the Path of Destinies. Peace out, folks.